Hey, Ospin Snakeo here with another figure review. This time we have a Transformers Prime Voyager First Edition Optimus Prime, baby. I started watching the series of Transformers Prime a while back, and yeah, I quite enjoyed it. It was a bit uneasy when it first came on, but the more I watched it, the more I actually did enjoy it. So I kept watching. I was like, yeah, you know what, I decided I do want to get these. So, well, to be honest, I was kind of in a bit uncertainty. I was like thinking, I do, I don't. It wasn't until I saw one going cheap on eBay, picked it up quick, and it was the blue version of the Robots in Disguise Bumblebee. And I was ridiculously impressed with that figure. The ingenuity and the simplicity of the transformation was just blew me away. So it's actually made me very intrigued about these figures, and the more I looked at them online, I was like, yeah, I actually want to get these. So I've started a collection, and I've actually almost completed a collection, and I'm actually really happy with how it's turned out. So since I've been doing this YouTube channel, I thought I'd actually start showing you guys a bit more of my collection. And who better to start with than Prime, baby. As I said at the beginning of this review, this is the first edition opposed to the Robots in Disguise, or RID edition, of Optimus Prime. Now the first editions came out obviously first, like when the series were released. There wasn't, I don't even know if we got any over in the UK at all. I don't remember seeing any in the stores or anything like that. But they weren't out for long, and now they're like hotcakes. They're so hard to get hold of. So I got this guy off eBay, reasonable price. I can't remember how much, I can't remember when. I've had him for quite a while, but he is my favourite Transformer figure from the toy range, from the series. He's in his sporting truck. I've just popped his weapons on the back here quickly, just to show he has storage. So there's two pegs here. He's a nice little size truck. He rolls quite well, so all wheels roll very well. He's got some really nice details. The only thing I don't like about the truck is the brown paint, and I will one day go over that in the red or silver or whichever once I check the show. Yeah, that's a bit ugly, like gaping holes, but it's better than the Robots in Disguise version. Robots in Disguise version, I don't actually have one. It's a lot shorter. I think it comes up to about here, and all this is like stretched up to there, so that is big, like, which I will show you in my Ultra Magnus video when I go around to him. But you know, this is a great representation of how he appeared in the series. And as a quick size comparison, here he is with the said Robots in Disguise Bumblebee in his car mode. And I think they actually look like really good together. I've also got the Vehicle Robots in Disguise, not the first edition, so that's a Robots in Disguise edition. So again, really small. They look quite cool. All three cars up, you can see that he's a pretty good scale as a truck in this scale, so very happy with that. Let's get this out of the way. Like I said, he's got these two little groove holes here for the weapons. They just peg in on here and they go in there. We'll go over them in a bit. He's got these pipes which are soft rubber, so they bend quite freely. Little Autobot logo on the front. If I just focus, there you go. Some translucent, some clear plastic headlights. Clear plastic inside, and you can, I don't know how it's going to show up, but there is a little seat in there. I remember seeing it myself. That little thing, oops, that little thing there just above the notch, that's actually a seat. There's another one on the other side, and the light's kind of glaring it. And that little lump there just above my nail, I know it's really hard to see, that's actually the steering wheel. Paintwork's a bit splodgy on the lights, so not great, but this is okay. It's not terrible, and it's just got a little bit of metallic, like almost spray paint, that's bled onto there, so that's not great. But you know, paintwork aside, I think it's a really great looking figure. As I said, I'm very happy with it. So moving on, let's get on to the transformation, the bit that everyone loves to do. It's actually quite a simple transformation. The most complicated part is his arms, which are here. So you first of all, you grab these parts here, the roof, and you just pull them off. pull them off and just get them down to the back there. Don't lock them into place because you have to do other bits. You then bring these all the way down. Then we need to, before we put these all the way down, sorry I forgot to say, you need to lift this on this side. There's a hinge just there. So, sorry, I'm first time doing this kind of thing on camera. Well, I say first time. I have gone through a few reviews of these before, but I decided to redo them. Right, you fold that into there. There's actually a sculpted one on that side for some reason. I'm not quite sure why. Then these bits here peg into these tabs here. So that just clips into there. They don't actually click, they're just kind of friction. Open up and reveal the foot. He has a big heel, but I don't mind that at all. A bit more stability. And then you have Optimus Prime. No, joking. Okay, then what you want to do is you want to accordion these half panels here outwards and upwards. So to there, same on the other side, outwards and upwards, and then grab his head and go Optimus Prime. Okay, now what we want to do is separate the grille. It's tabbed in here and here and here, and it kind of hinges outwards. So if you grab the front wheels from here and here, pull them out, it should just pop off, and it hinges there. Now you want to, this is kind of a tricky bit, you have to kind of fold this down and then bring this up and get it out of the way. So same side, fold this down so you don't catch it, and bring that up. Just leave them there for now. Now you then want to untab the arms so you can get them up and spin his waist around. So they pegged in, can I show you, here and here. So there you go. And you can just bend his arms there. That's his elbow. And believe it or not, that's actually the back of his elbow if I remember rightly. Then you just bring on this hinge here, goes all the way up to the chest. And then we can bring the waist round, and that just kind of ratchets in place. And then we can start folding things down and make it a bit more neater. So fold that panel in, and at the same time bring this panel in, and then bring that panel up. It's just someone coming home. Fold that in, with that in, and bring that up. And so that's how you want it to look. So panel, panel, panel. 3 panels collapsing together. But I think it's a nice flush look. So all we've got left to do is his arms. Separate them up here, they're actually joined in here. Just like that. And then hinge on here. So bring that out. Stay on the other side. And then there's just 2 hinges here which want to go into there. So kind of the accordion, like into the middle and then to there. But what you want to do to make it a bit easier maybe is this peg here goes into the wheel tab there. So that's where you just line it all up. As you can see, that's all lined up with there. Goes in, and that goes in. So you kind of want to line that all up. Why isn't that going in for some reason? And then that should just pull that. Okay. Now you want to bring the buttoning of the engine cover, bring that down to there. Let's bring these arms, bring the hand down, and then you want to hinge here, and then a hinge there, and that little line goes into that little groove just there where my thumb is. And then that's the front bend, so rotate that way around, and then bring that all the way down, shoulder pad out. One arm done. So if I show you that around, I'll do the reverse, I'll bring that round, shoulder pad out, and that's the, see that's the back of his arm. So, I'm not doing a very good job here, am I? Sorry guys. Okay, so rotate it 90 degrees there, bring that up, and then bring that hinge there, and that's it down, closed. Bring that arm down, push everything nice and tight, secure, and then stand them down. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we have the leader of the Autobots, Optimus Prime. Ba-ba! That transformation could have gone a bit smoother, sorry, I got a bit distracted there by someone at the door, but it was answered. Anyway, what can I say about this guy? I think he looks very, very good to how he looks in the actual series, at the beginning of the series. I know his, spoiler alert, I know his look does change at the end of the, well, at the Beast Hunter series, but for the representation of the first incarnation, so to speak, of him in the Transformers Prime series, I think this figure is bang on. I did have a play around with the Robots in Disguise version of Optimus Prime, and I've got to say, I definitely happy I chose this one. I did not like the big panels at the back, plus the wheels at the back. I did not like that at all. I didn't like the legs, I didn't like the forearms, I just did not like that figure. I didn't like the short, stubby vehicle mode. If you wanted a good Optimus Prime from that series, this is your guy. You know what, hell it, if you want a good Optimus Prime period, I'd say this guy is a really great. Yes, he's only in the Voyager class, but he is a really great figure, and I'm so chuffed to pieces with him. And if I just put him there, I've got a bunch of size comparisons. Here is a transformed Viacom, so you can see he can quite happily kick the booty out of these guys. Put him at the back. If I put him in the middle, we'll put some people beside him. So there's a Viacom. Behind the Viacom, we will add the Voyager Megatron, Robots in Disguise. Next to him, we will add the first edition's Bumblebee. Bulkhead, sorry, that's the first edition's Bumblebee. And then a Robots in Disguise Ratchet. So as you can see, definitely in scale with these figures. So, let's get these out of the way, and then we'll go over his articulation, his accessories and his details. Okay, let's go over his details first. He's got some great tech details, like on his actual neck here. I think a bit of a gripe is I believe these wheels were actually horizontal opposed to vertical, but that's not really a big deal. I think again another gripe is basically I think a smokestack shouldn't be that long. I think they should stop here. And finally, like I said, the big heels, but that doesn't bother me that much, like at all really, to be honest. I think it's still a great figure. This should be silver, this should be grey, these should be grey, I can't remember, silver, grey, silver, grey. So I think I'm going to give him a paint job eventually. Don't know if I really want to, if I can make do. I do like him. He's got some nice little Cybertronian tech inside his little ship glass there. And I don't know if you noticed on the transformation, but the actual car glass is under there, and this actually hinged out, like I said, from this is actually basically in here. Actually I can show you quickly. So there's the car glass. That's where I showed you, pointed out the steering wheel on that, and this is all was hidden underneath. So that's pretty cool that they added this extra one. It gives us a nice bit of bulk, plus it adds a few extra details like slanted roof bits, because these should be the lights on top of the roof. So that's pretty cool. The arm guards are a bit bulky, but you know, I don't mind them at all. The wheels pretty nice. Just really just nice. It's a nice sculpt. It's a really great figure. And the figure itself, it does have light piping, but I've lost my torch, so I cannot show you this. I don't know where it's gone. I had it and then it disappeared. I'm guessing one of my sister's kids has helped themselves to it, as they do to so many things. But nice face sculpt, nothing really wow, pretty good. I'm not sure what else I can really say about the design of this guy. So let's move on to his accessories. First for his blaster. It's got some really great details on it. No paint really, so it's got this black with sparkle. But I think that's actually the plastic. I don't think that's a paint job or anything. But the detailing and the sculpt is really good. So that's cool. It's hollow plastic. So he has that, and then he has his blade, which is a firm rubber. The blade is quite soft, but it does hold its shape quite nice. I mean, I've had it in the box with all my other ones, and it's not warped at all, so that's okay. It's grey plastic, as you can see, with a blue paint job, a pale blue paint. It's not bad, it's pretty good. Again, some nice little details. I'm actually, while I've got this, I want to put a question up. Does anyone have a clue what this is for? Because it's driving me crazy because I cannot figure out what to do with that. I thought it's maybe to clip it onto the pegs there, which hold his legs together, but no, there's nothing there. This also has one of them in the front there, but look at this, I figured out you can actually grab this and put it in here, and you can have like a blaster blade. But I don't know what that groove's for at all, and it's bugging me. I don't know if it's just to save costs or what, I'm not too sure, but it looks a bit maybe out of place, I'm not too sure. If anyone knows, please let me know, it's driving me crazy. Anyway, to attach these, what I do is I actually put them in the back of the hand, or the upside down in the hand, and then turn the hand to the side, because that actually looks pretty good. Or you can even have that straight down, to most, doesn't really matter. But if you do it with the blaster, it looks very accurate to how he holds it in the show. And they're just like feeding quite nicely. You can just line it up, which I haven't done, which I can't do for some reason. Why aren't you going through? There we go. And when you see him, he kind of walks around with it like that. He does bring it out to the side quite a lot, and if you want to aim it straight, now turn it at the elbow, not the wrist, but you could also turn it at the wrist. You could put it in the other way if you want, but that's how I think it looks best. I think it's very accurate to the actual show. So that's his weapons. Let's go with his Articulation, and then we'll transform it back, and then let's review. Okay, oops, grabbed the panel there by mistake. Okay, so Articulation. His head is on a ball. You get a little bit of a rock, but you can do a 360 round, and it has pegged off. It kind of like, it's weird, it's kind of like peg goes in and then it goes back, or the head goes forward. That's how it clips in. So if you put enough pressure in, I can't remember if it's either forward or back, it will pop off, so be careful of that. Shoulders on a cut joint just here, so you get a full 360 degree around, which is fine. And the shoulder blade is on a hinge there, so you can go all the way up there. The arm is on a hinge here, so you can go all the way out to there. The bicep is on a cut there, so full 360 ground, and the elbow is on a 90 degree hinge there. The wrist is also on a, I would say a 360 swivel, but it's not quite, because you can go from there to there. So pretty good, it's like almost all the way around. Nothing in the torso. You kind of have a waist cut, but it's due to its transformation, and when you use it, it does kind of look a bit weird. So I generally don't use it, but like I said, it does hold very nicely if you kind of also ratchet into there. And I guess with the transformation you can kind of have him as a butterfly joint, but again it looks really weird. It looks like it's damaged, so I don't really use that. T-cut hips are awesome. Spartan kick is that, so that's pretty hefty. And then he's got a split kick of that's quite epic. And then he has a rotation just above the knee, so you can go full 360 degree around there. And then he has a 90 degree bend there. And then his ankle kind of, you can point it as much as you really want, really, due to the transformation. You can go, that's weird, it doesn't want to go any further. I thought it'd go all the way around. Oh right, it's that goes around, my bad. So from there to there. And then there is a hinge, a cut joint just there for a little bit of ankle pivot. So all in all, that is a great range of articulation, and I really love this figure. I think that's definitely better than the others. A few gripes about it: these like to pop out, that's why I've added a bit of glue to try and help them. I haven't actually pushed them in that firm. Same with these like to pop out. Again, I've a bit of glue to thicken it up, and a bit of glue in there just to give it a bit more of a snug fit. I think that's my only real gripes with it, to be honest. I've said about the big heels, but yeah. Okay, so transformation back. Very simple. Grab the shoulders, disconnect them, bring the glass all the way forward, so you're like that. You want to bring them in and point them up. Peg that into there. Same in this one. Up. That looks weird. Okay, now you want to rotate the waist around, so that's out of the way. Bring the shoulders down, and this is where you turn the arms all the way around so they're facing down. So if I actually put the hand flush, so you see this one's up, it should be facing down. Before I do the other one, I'll do the transformation. So you want to grab the panel here, lift it out, all the way out to there, grab the hand, lift it up, pull this down at 90 degrees, and just put it flush with that join there. So that's what it looks like. So same on this one, we'll do it, turn it all the way around, bring the panel out, all the way out, bring that up, open that up. Kind of have to, it won't go 100% until you bring it up a bit because it needs to go under there, and then there. And then you can kind of line these two tongues and grooves up together. So keeping the shoulders together, line the forearms up together, and do that. And then you just bring these two tabs into these two holes, here and here, bending at the elbow. Just line them up. You know, I have so much more respect for like Optimus and Shapeways Prime, who... Wait, does Shapeways Prime do Transformers? Can't remember, because it's quite hard to do these things on camera and keep them on camera. Okay, now this is the fiddly bit. You have to kind of bring these down, at the same time bring these out, and they will catch here. So you just kind of have to do a bit of gentle persuasion, see how much that's catching. Bring that out to there, fold it at this hinge here, at the same time extending it, and bring it down so it's in front of the arms. Same on this side, bring that out as best you can, bring that out there, bring that out to here, gently, and then line, squeeze that tight there, and just line up these two free clasps. Now focus, there we go. Okay, now we'll open up these back panels here. That one, that does these two as well, because they're attached to that. Put the head in, and then line up, and then panels there, then panels there. These tabs here kinda line up with that hole there, but because it's softer rubber, they don't like to go in that well. And I've actually spent quite a while trying to push them in, but they just don't want to go. It's not in the world. Put the head down there. Okay, close the heels up into there. Do that on both. Lift these up. Open the legs. Grab the little grey part. I can't know, it's called the toe thingy, and clip together here and here. Okay, bring the, and once you've done that, clip that in, that just pegs into that little nook there. Right, bring this up here, and you kind of have to angle it a little bit. You'll deal with that in a minute. Line up these. Once they line up, push them down, in, and just lie it down flush. They don't really catch, so to speak. Lay it down, and then just line up all the wheels. And there you go, Optimus Prime in his vehicle mode. Really is a great transformer. I do love him. The only way to really weaponize him, like I said, is put these in these little pegs here. Man, it's just so hard to do on camera, but you kind of face the wrong way. I can't fathom any other way of making it go forward. I've been trying to figure that one out. I was thinking maybe, but there's like no real peg holes for these. You can maybe like put it in there, but there's nothing really. So you can't really have them as a weaponized vehicle, unfortunately. But he can hold his weapons. So you don't want to lose them and you have them displayed in vehicle mode. I personally have displayed in robot mode. So there you go, guys. Transformers Prime, first edition, Voyager class, Optimus Prime. Great figure. If you can find one cheap, definitely pick him up. I've got a custom idea, maybe 2 for these, but they're kind of low-ish on my custom list. I've got a few others circulating, trying to finish up and show you guys how I'm getting on. But anyway, I want to wrap this video up, so thanks a lot for watching. As usual, leave any comments you like down below. Please let me know if you know what this holds for, because it's driving me insane. And yeah, I plan to show you videos on all of my my Transformers Prime brought and custom collection. Catch you later, guys. Bye bye.